You have entered the Chronics Rabbit Hole, and HYC, thank you so much for your YouTube membership request. You are bringing back down the band called Draconian. This will be our third time seeing them, and the song today is Sorrow of Sophia, and this is the lyric video.
Thank you so much, HYC, for bringing Draconian back down the rabbit hole. I love this band, and I can't wait to get into this emotional piece. HYC, thank you so much for bringing Draconian back down the rabbit hole. You let us know that this is one of your favorite bands and that you love Sorrow of Sophia, that because it is emotional, and I believe you said it was an emotional masterpiece, and I can't wait to get into this. Thank you so much for sending us the lyric video. I know that you enjoy hearing our lyrical synopsis because you sent us this amazing lyric video, so thank you for giving us all of everything that we can react to today. If you guys are as excited to be here as we are, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Since we've only heard them twice, I don't know this band too well, but one thing I do know is Anders, the singer, can definitely sing, and I love it, and I can't wait to hear this emotional piece. Let's get right into this, all right, y'all? You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Wonder what year?
Yeah.
You perceive me, you perceive yourself. Wait, they're not saying this. If you perceive me, you perceive yourself. It is through my eyes that you see me and you see yourself. For if you approach me, it is because I have approached you. The book of Abnilrabi.
Interesting. I don't actually know of that book.
I don't know either.
Very strong quote.
It's doing this again.
There we go.
Sophia is forgiven, the mother of oppressor. Sophia is glistening, always weeping for the world. She's apprehension. And her eyes torn by guilt. And we are these souls, and through her we are ascension. The grandeur of stillness and all of sadness.
Before Anders comes in here, I just wanted to talk about how beautiful this looks. The Sorrow of Sophia. They're very esoteric in their stuff that I've seen so far with them, and I know Sophia is another word for wisdom, and they're talking about all these things that would apprehension. That means you had to have wisdom to think about, should I be going here and stuff, and it's like, and that is a sorrowful feeling, and or it could just be about this girl named Sophia as well. So I feel like there's multiple ways you can interpret this, and the voice of this girl, I don't know her name, is just so stunning as well.
So stunning. And I believe she actually was the singer, the female singer in the first one we heard.
Yeah, most likely.
And like phenomenal singer, phenomenal actress, because I believe she's also the one in the video itself.
Yeah, doing all that work,
And I love what you said about Sophia being the person like of wisdom, another name for wisdom.
Yeah.
Because this song is very much the personification of something, and wisdom being it. Because as soon as you said that, I immediately thought back on all the lyrics.
The lyrics,
and
right? Yeah.
100%. It
Yes.
is. The lyrics are singing about the sadness of something, the sorrow of Sophia, which is the personification of wisdom, the sorrow of having the knowledge.
Yeah, believe me, it's not always
Beforehand.
good to know everything.
No, it's
There's a
not.
lot of sorrow in that.
Knowing, like, once you've experienced something once, like, for example, I'll use a car crash. You can always imagine what a car crash is like until you're in one.
Right.
And then once you're in one, now you have that apprehension of getting into a car every single time you get into
Very
one.
true.
Because you now have that knowledge, that wisdom of what is about to happen.
Yeah.
So that apprehension, that sadness and everything that comes into it. So that's great. And thank you for saying that, because I was trying to figure it out at first. But
I had to right off the bat because it was going to be stuck on me this whole time.
Absolutely.
All right. This is great.
As life cries out in torment, you are the everlasting sun. From the spark of countless eons, you are weeping for the world.
And we sleep with the tides when we were lulled into matter, holding the burden of time. And we awake in the midst of a world about to shatter, shedding the burden of time.
And from my window I saw the darkness ignite, and the goddess concealed in shadow, seducing the stars and the flaming Gaia.
Yeah, Mother Earth, exactly.
The wisdom of Mother Earth
Yeah.
and the sadness thereof.
Yeah.
Beautifully done. Natalia Drapina.
The thing about a band like this, when you have two singers that are on the polar opposite of the spectrum, it just makes you think how much this band can do and does do, and like how different this song felt from the other two. And like I was expecting something much more heavy, but I know this was a very emotionally driven song from the description that HYC was giving us here before. But then it was making me think, like right after I did that wisdom thought, I immediately started thinking of Mother Earth, and then what what women have done for men and the species itself by letting us become aware of our fragility and time itself, and like how you got to start preparing for the future. And that's like that guilt that they're talking about that this Mother Earth gave to us, because now we know we got to actually do something about it. We're not naked anymore. Like we have to cover ourselves, and we got to do something about it. So like I think that was really cool to show, because at first it's like, why is wisdom bad? And that's like, it's such a hard thing to think of, and why it can be sometimes really good to be left in that ignorance. And I know when you're looking for apologies and stuff, sometimes you want to hear some of it, but you don't want to hear all of it. And then you get that wisdom, and then you find out the full truth, and sometimes that's not what you wanted. And that's the whole point of the knowledge of wisdom, when it taught us how to know good and evil and how to do both of them. And so like, it's really incredible, because music like this makes you think like that, while like the music itself was incredible. Like I was getting lost. I can't believe that was 8 minutes, and it just flew by, right?
That was 8 minutes?
That was an 8-minute song.
That did not feel like 8 minutes at all.
Not at all.
This was so beautifully done. Like when it first actually started coming in, because at the very beginning, even though our headphones were plugged in, it wasn't coming in through.
Yeah, that happens to us sometimes.
It does happen sometimes, but it was coming through the laptop speakers. But I originally thought like it was just starting off very quiet and like doing a slow build to get up to it.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to be honest, that kind of slow build for me, even though it was accidental, added to that sorrowful moment that was about to come with this song. Because it was like a slow build, but then it like tapered off. It didn't hit that crescendo right away. So it kind of gave that sorrowness to it. Even though it was an accident, I think it really helped with this reaction. But I love when you had mentioned about it being wisdom, and I had mentioned this before, because as soon as it went into Gaia and, you know, Mother Earth and, you know, the sadness of Sophia, her being the keeper of our prisons, because sometimes having that wisdom does keep you imprisoned. It keeps you within that
overthinking.
You're overthinking the amount of times where it's like, okay, I'm gonna go, and if you just went sporadically, it would have been great. But when you have that wisdom of I'm gonna go, and then you announce it, and then you think about it, and then you get the apprehension, and then you get the guilt of going, because, well, I want to go to this, and I'm gonna go to this, but now I'm apprehensive about it because I know of this, and this that could take effect on an opposite side because of this.
Yeah. That's why they say don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing. And just go and do it, right?
And the other thing that they say with on top of that, which you had mentioned before, is the ignorance. Ignorance is bliss.
It's
not knowing something is the bliss versus knowing how it's done. Like knowing how laws are created versus just things happen, right? There is a bliss in that, just to live your life without having all these extra things. So it's really interesting that is the personification of wisdom in the song, and how this music carried throughout it. Because when it started with the music, it maintained that melody that went da 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 da, and then continued through. So it kept you in that like almost blissful ignorance, that wave that you were going through. And she was saying, we came out of the water, we came to the shore. So it is that that beauty of like I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. So we just had to pause there for a second, because I started overthinking what I was saying while I was saying it, talking about the song, and then had that apprehension and then guilt of talking too much, because in the comments I've been told that I babble. So
Right.
that kind of comes in, and that's also when we're talking about wisdom, is like being that self-awareness and how that affects you even in front of a camera.
But I love what you said about the music itself without lulling, because for an 8-minute song, I know a lot of 8-minute songs, like a Dream Theater 8-minute song, feels like you just went through a workout, where this one just breezed by. And that's why I was so confused, and like, how did 8 minutes pass? And it was because it actually didn't change that much of like tempo and all that, so like it actually, you could digest it all. But the other thing I was thinking of too is a lot of the times they think the Holy Spirit is a feminine spirit because of the wisdom that the Holy Spirit is supposed to get to you here, and all that. So like, this type of video made me think about that as well. And I hope you guys had a good time with us. We really love Draconian. Sorry that it took so long to get back to them, but thank you, HYC, for your request. I hope you guys had a good time. You can let us know by hitting that like button. Comment down below if you want to see another Draconian come down and what song you want it to be. And subscribe if you are new to the Enter the Chronic channel. We would love you to be part of the family full time, y'all, but we are exiting the rabbit hole now, folks.
Thank you so much, HYC, for bringing this video down the rabbit hole. It was amazing. I can see why you love it so much. I love Draconian, and I love having them on the channel. So if you guys do too, remember to come back. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Enter the Chronicness.
Special thanks to all of our YouTube, Patreon, and Buy Me a Coffee members. Thank you for all of your support.